everyone! For today's craft we're going to be making galaxy jars. They look like this and they're a really fun science craft to explore mixing different colors, and they look really cool if you use glitter because they look like stars, and basically you can make your very own galaxy in a jar. So to do this craft, it's pretty simple. All you need is a mason jar and a lid that fits on top of it, some food coloring, and I chose to do 3 colors, and I used red and blue, and then I mixed red and blue to make purple for my 3rd color. Some glitter, just a little bit, you don't need too much, and some water, which you can just get from your tap hopefully, and then a big bunch of cotton balls. You're gonna need a lot of cotton balls, so just make sure you have a bunch of extra ones because it's surprising how many cotton balls actually fit in a jar. So to start off this craft, you're gonna have to first decide how many colors you want to use for your jar. You can really do as many as you want, but if you use too many, they might start to run together and not look as good. So usually I do 3, and so because of that, I'm gonna fill my jar about 1/3, maybe a little less than 1/3 full with water. And then after that, you're gonna put your first color of food coloring in, and you don't need a lot, just a few drops. I'm gonna put 3 drops of blue in there, and then you're just gonna stir that around to make sure the color's all mixed in. And you can make the color lighter or darker or brighter depending on how much food coloring you put in, but you also don't want too much because then it'll be too dark. Alright, so once you're done putting your first color and your water's all mixed in, then you're going to take a big handful of cotton balls and you're going to drop them into the jar and let them sink down into the water. And you might have to press them down to make sure they get all the way to the bottom. Okay, after you've added your cotton balls, you're going to take a little bit of glitter, just a pinch, and be careful because glitter gets everywhere, and you're just going to sprinkle it along the edges, so make sure you get it on the sides of the jar because you're not going to see it if it's in the middle. And just sprinkle it along the edges like that. Alrighty, so it should look something like this, and this step is very important, so listen carefully. I made sure to fill mine with cotton balls so that there was a dry layer of cotton balls on top. You can see it like that, and that's important to make sure that the colors that you put on top don't mix with the colors underneath them. So make sure that you put enough cotton balls in that they're pressed down and there's some dry cotton balls on top. So for the next step, you're going to basically repeat that same process with another color. So you can easily go and fill up your jar at your sink and just fill it another 1/3 of the way until it's 2/3 full. I've already got my colors mixed here because I just found that easier for this video, but if you just want to go fill it up at the tap and add your food coloring later, that's fine. The good part about this, doing it beforehand, is that I can see the color I've mixed, and if I'm not happy with it, I can always change it and it won't be stuck in my jar already. So if you're not using your tap, it can sometimes be easier if you have a funnel to pour your water in. I'm just gonna pour it in. Perfect. Okay, and once again, I'm gonna add some cotton balls. And don't press them down too hard or else your colors might mix together a little more than you want them to. And again, add another layer of glitter. Alright, once you're happy with that, it's time to add the last layer of color. Again, I've got mine mixed here already. Add more cotton balls. And you don't want to add too many at the top or it might look silly if you have some that aren't submerged. So just take your time when you're adding the last few. And if you want, you can add a little bit more glitter for the final touches. And my jar isn't quite full with water, so I'm just quickly gonna go fill it up at the sink. Alrighty, so once your jar is full and you're happy with it and you're good with the amount of glitter you've got, you can put your lid on your jar. And there you go, you're all done and you have your beautiful galaxy jar. Now all you have to do is think of a name for this new galaxy. Pretty cool. Alright, so that's all for today's craft. I hope you guys can have lots of fun making your own galaxy jars. Remember, if you're mixing colors, that you use colors that blend well together, because if you use opposite colors like orange and blue together, those might blend to make a messy brown color and that doesn't look so good, so be careful with that. Other than that, you can be creative as you want and have fun with it. That's all for today. Bye!